Luis Angel Acuna in the box, and we're ready to go from Citi Field. Fly ball left center. It falls for a hit. And just like that, the leadoff batter is on. Good for you. Nasim Nunez is next to the plate. Can't connect with Peralta's pitch. Here's the 0-1. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Peralta makes the grab. The batter now, Jordan Walker. In the air, out to center. Taylor coming on quickly. Makes the grab on the run. Juan Yepes with his first trip to the plate today. Not your pitch. Attacks the heater. And makes the play. And that's out. Marcus Semien ready to go. He's just guessing. Fastball good for a strike. Won't go away. Delivers a fastball, but it misses the plate. Evens the count. The live series member collects the strikeout. Up now for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Silky. Fly ball to right. Walker camping under it. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Here's Juan Soto at the plate now. And a foul ball. Fly ball to center. Acuna settles under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. So we head to the second. Nolan Schanuel ready to roll. Swings, it's a ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. A player from the live series strolls to the plate, Austin Hedges. Swings and misses out in front. Fastball out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. Just looking for a strike. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throw to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Alek Thomas steps up and getting his first look at the starter in this one. That's a foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got it. Swing and a miss. He was out in front. Hangs in there. Strike 3, and they go down. Francisco Lindor bats first as we start the bottom of the second. Lock in here. Hit your spots, or he might take you to the seats. Throws across the diamond, and there's one down. Ground ball to third. Fires across the diamond. 2 gone here. Up now for the Mets, Brett Beatty. That could have gone worse. Puts it on the ground to short. Hanau. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 6 up. We're here at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Number 10 is the leadoff hitter this inning. Off speed, out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. Swung on and lifted to left center. Lindor parked under it. Brings it in. Angel Hanau gets his first at bat here in the 3rd. Swing and a line drive ripped to right center field. And that's a base hit. Just another day at the office for you.
Now batting for New York,
Luis Angel Acuna in the box with a runner on first. That's the fastball. His preferred pitch to open an at bat. Tycoons, runner at first. And we'll do it again. Strike 3 and strikeout number 3. Nasim Nunez steps in. 0 for 1, looking to change that here. Peralta delivers a strike. Strike 3 and two strikeouts. Bo Bichette bats first this inning. Delivers a strike with a fastball. Fastball connects. Bichette retired. Digging in, Carson Bench.
right fielder, Carson Bench.
Lights it away. Swings, it's a ground ball up the middle. Diving attempt, but squirts away. That's a single. Great effort on defense, but no chance of getting the out. Mark Vientos at the dish with a runner on first. No complaints here, Blue. Falls behind 0-2 after seeing consecutive fastballs. Bybee off the plate. One more time. And there's a hit. And the lead runner stops at second. Marcus Semien up next to the dish, looking to connect for the first run of the game. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Might want to offer him a map. An important strikeout for the live series card on the hill. Now at the plate, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch of the ball. Count it. Goes with the fastball. Been his go-to pitch. That's foul. The heater misses for a ball. Still alive at the plate. Out of the zone, and that's a free pass. Juan Soto comes to bat with all the bags occupied. 0 for 1 on the day. Bybee delivers a strike. In the air, out to right. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Lindor strides to the plate with a lead thanks to Juan Soto. In there. On the ground to second. Nunez. Out, and that'll keep more runs from scoring. Welcome back. It's a 2-run game. Jordan Walker leads off with his team playing from behind. 0 for 1 looking for a hit here. Hit hard to third. Beatty to first. And now 1 away. Smash down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 fires. Hit on the ground up the middle. Lindor can't secure it. And he's going to make it to first. We'll see how they score it. Nolan Shanuel comes to bat here in the 4th. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Line drive, and that's a base hit into left. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. Austin Hedges up now with 2 runners on base. Swing and a miss. He was late. It's 0-2. Down. It's the curveball that misses. That's strikeout number 5 here in the 4th inning. This is quite the pace. Alek Thomas shuffles to the plate for his next at bat. Struck out on a fastball last time. Lined into right center field. Picks it up out of the air for the out. That does it for the top half of the... Francisco Alvarez leads off playing from ahead. Won the count. It's the sweeper that misses. Popped up to left center. Thomas drifting under it. Routine fly ball, puts it away. Next to hit, Brett Beatty. Hitless in his first trip to the plate. Starts with the ball. That's foul. Got him swinging at air. Got him. Strikeouts always feel good, don't they? It's Bo Bichette time. He admits the move south forced him to overhaul his hair product. Dealing with a lot more humidity now, so it hasn't been easy to find the right conditioner to hold that flow of his. Hey, Bo, same. Swings and lifts one to left. Thomas trying to get to it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York City, Freddie Peralta back on the bump here in the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. One gone now. Next to the plate in this 9-inning game, Angel Henao. He singled to right in his first at bat. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. Set for a short 2-bagger. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Now batting for
Luis Angel Acuna freshly dealt to the plate.
Acuna.
Fastball in the air. Benj right there for it. Hanau tagging up. And moves up to third. Now 2 away. Nasim Nunez in the box. No hits today, but now you're comfortable with the swing. Oh, and this one gets away. Hung up between third and home. The tag, and that's out number 3. Mark Vientos at the plate, leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th.
Mark Vientos.
It's the fastball that misses. Goes back to the four-seamer. This one popped up. Squeezes it, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Up now for the Mets, Marcus Semien. Rough start for him at the plate. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Starts with a strike, continuing the trend. Ground ball up the middle, and it squirts through for a base hit. Semien runs. No throw, he's in there safe. A 2-run gap on the scoreboard. Gets under the fastball. Bounces over the wall and foul ground, and it's an automatic double. And a run comes in on the play. Juan Soto comes to the plate following the RBI double. No room for error against a hitter with this kind of power. Swung on and lifted to left. Thomas calling for it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And he won't go for third. Stays put at second with 2 away. Here's a card with a 90 overall rating. Francisco Lindor fouls it. Goes with the fastball, but misses. He's got it, and that's out number 3. So we head to the 6th. Back here in a 3-run game. Freddie Peralta back on the mound, and something we haven't seen out of him today is walks. He hasn't been giving away free bases in this one. We'll see if that continues here in the 6th. Nunez in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Sent foul. On the ground, hit to Semien. And 1 away. Jordan Walker up once again. Hitless in this one, but has put the ball in play every time. Count is 0-1. That's a base hit. You continue to put the ball in play with this card, and this time you got rewarded with a hit. Juan Yepez in the box with a runner on first. Hits it hard to second. There's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Peralta wraps it up without allowing any runs to score. Francisco Alvarez leads off up by 3. Misses the plate with a fastball. Cooking. Swings, ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Alvarez grounds out. Up now for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Just let that go right by. Catches the plate with a fastball. In the air to center. Acuna sets underneath it. Snags it for the second out. Bo Bichette ready to hit. And fouled away. Swings, puts it on the ground to short. Hanau handles the chance. That's out number 3. 6 innings in the book. Welcome back to Citi Field. Freddie Peralta going strong, taking the mound here in the seventh. Swing, and he breaks his back. Beatty pulls it down. Austin Hedges strolls to the plate. Hitless so far, but the law of averages says you're due for at least a loud foul ball this time around. Can't connect with the fastball that missed the zone. Peralta picks up the K. In the box, Alec Thomas.
Left fielder, Alec Thomas.
That pitch, woof. Fastball catches the zone. Swing and a drive. It's not coming back. It clears the Citi Field wall for a home run. So it's just a two-run game as they slice into the lead late in this one. Tycoons, 2 down, nobody on. Lifts the slider. Lindor glamping under it. Brings it in for the third out. We've hit the Carson Bench at the plate, leading things off here in the bottom of the seventh. You're thankful. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Mark Vientos at the dish with a runner on first. Fights off the fastball. That was Phil. On the outside corner. Got him looking. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Early bird gets the strike. It's the fastball for a strike. Come on, ump should just give that one to you. Not done yet. Keeps swinging with 2 strikes. Hard liner. Acuna makes the catch. Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. Hard of the plate. Line drive, sliced the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on with 2 outs. Juan Soto up now with 2 runners on base. Yeah, not touching that one. And that goes foul. Strikes him out. A massive pitch to get out
For the Mets.
So they turn to the lefty out of the bullpen. Brooks Raley. Popped up left center field. Soto on the move. Hauls it in. 1 gone here. Next to the plate, Luis Angel Acuna.
Center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
I didn't much like it either. Hits it foul. Attacking you with sweepers. Not done yet. And that one almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nasim Nunez strolls to the plate. Still without a hit, but I have faith in you here. Front foot, heavy. Goes back to the sinker. Strike three, inning over. Francisco Lindor leads off, leading by 2. Don't get careless here. Lots of pop in that bat. Lindor flies out. Alvarez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swung on and lifted to right center. Walker makes his way to it. Takes it in for the out. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. 0 for 3. He's flied out, he's grounded out, and he is struck out. Fouls it straight back. The Mets up by 2 late in the game. On the ground to short. Hanau whips it to first on the run. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So we head to the ninth from Citi Field, and it's now or never. We're back, and to the final moments. The deficit is 2, but it's not over until the last out is recorded. Hit on the ground to Vientos. He steps to the bag, and that's the first out of the inning. Juan Yepes comes to the plate in the final frame. Empty swing at the cutter. The 0-2. Weaver strikes him out. Down to the last out at Citi Field. Hit hard, and this is a base hit. They pick up a base runner thanks to the single. Austin Hedges steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. Late with the swing there. Can't get out of the way of the fastball. And that's going to leave a mark.
Now batting for New York, left fielder Alek Thomas.
So now runners at first and second thanks to the hit by pitch. And in the batter's box now, Alek Thomas. Where's the fastball? Ouch.
Right there.
Number 10 digs in. All right, I'm sure your heartbeat just picked up a bit. Mine did too. 0-1 to start. Went with the slider for a strike. One pitch away from a win. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. The Tycoon come up short in this 9-inning affair. No biggie. Answer back next time. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Thanks for playing Diamond Dynasty. For our entire crew at MLB The Show, I'm Robert Flores. Chat soon.
Someone call the paramedics, I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. Wake the neighbors up like a rooster. It's a rooster, help me see the future. I believe in karma, so let's do some. I know you cooped up. I know that LA running, I'll call a Uber. I know that LA weather got you confused, but when you walk in my house, pick your shoes up. I let my hang, I let my chain swing. I'm on a 101, my we're doing the same thing. I need a 101 on how I'm supposed to maintain. I need a lane change. Wait, it's all good. It's all good. come and get it. All kings either get rings or all things are either rich or indebted. What's the cost of me running out of options? If I don't get deposit, there won't be nothing positive from it. You could play your life in the sky till you plummet. With the ice in your eye till you rise to the summit. She gon' put it right outside when I want it.
Ready for baseball here in New York. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And we're underway from Queens. The 0-1. To the right side. Takes it himself. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of there.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. In the dirt. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt. Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Swings through that one for strike two. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike three. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo. Carson Benj up now for the Mets. On the ground. Nice grab. Safe at first as they can't make the play. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores on the play, and that ties the game.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Line drive, base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. He scores and they have the lead. Throw comes into third. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got an RBI triple.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the deep.
To the right side. He is safe. And he beats the throw by a whisker. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's the center fielder. Hit in the air left field. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. And they lead by 2. On a line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. This one in the air center field. And that will end the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So here's the Royals DH, Starling Marte. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singy. Blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Late with the swing there. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Lane Thomas.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Man, so close to the immaculate inning as that foul ball spoils it. He's pounding the zone right now, though.
2 down, nobody on. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Mets DH, M.J. Melendez. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. That's a ball. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game. So man aboard. Here's Juan Soto. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. Juan Soto goes deep. Their third home run of the inning. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double. Here's the center fielder. And that one ripped to left. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Got all of that one. Marcus Semien sends one out the opposite way. Make that 4 homers in the inning. Now here is Brett Baty, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now it's the DH, MJ Melendez. And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure
that one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one's gone. Another homer. They're unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. Right through there for a strike. An offensive explosion this inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That one's back there. And in one hops the wall. In safely with a double. His second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Meisner takes it in for the out. 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Alvarez crosses the plate. And it's 14-1. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled to right. Way back there. And that is gone.
Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boog. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
Base hit, and that's a one-out single. Here's the center fielder. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Fires to third. He's in there. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead continues to grow. So up next for New York, Brett Baty. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 3rd home run of the game. This one in the air, center field. Meisner in position. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next one.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here.
That is the inning. Back here in Queens, on to the third inning. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning. That one fouled off. Now the 0-1. High fly ball out towards left center. On the move. One away. One out man at first. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Comes up empty.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
There's a line drive to left field. Two away. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's a double. Back here at Citi Field. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Smoke to right center. And today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. What's the scout report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a ground ball. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Machado. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
To third, Sanoha. On to first, Bogarts retired. Third out, and that ends the frame. Manny Machado with the blast. Digging in, Xavier Edwards. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. This one in the air, center field. Merrill settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That's out number 2. Next is designated hitter Christopher Morel. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Hit in the air, left field. 2 down. So digging in, Ty France. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And gone!
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Tatis now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That's to third. Sanoha sends it to first, and they take care of Tatis. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Off the mark there, ball 1.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, bro. Things change from game times to your daily routine.
And a good start to the inning. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
And a big swing and a miss. On the ground to third. To Tatis for the pivot. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
France. They get the force. Third out. One left. Back here in Miami, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Now around second, going for third. Hung up in a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since.
They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. Center field. Merrill on the move. 1 away. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Taylor going back, and he brings it in on the warning track. Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. In the air, right field. This one looks like trouble. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And
oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there, on its way, gone. A 2-run blast. And the batter now, Christopher Morel. Foul ball there. Ripped, but it curls foul. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sheets moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run.
sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Ty France will hit next. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Whips it across, and there's two down.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now at the plate, Rodolfo Duran.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. But the Padres add to the lead on a solo. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. That's ripped into the outfield. Dives and he can't hang on. So a man aboard now with one away.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. They get one. In there safely. Now it's the right fielder, Owen Casey. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-1. That one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. That ends the frame. Back here in Miami, up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. On the ground, out to short. One pitch and one out. Foul ball.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Here's Manny Machado.
That's a ball.
Almost got him.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Whips it to first. Machado out on the play. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sinoja. On the ground to the left. One pitch and one out. Up the middle. Tatis handles that chance. Fires over to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. One pitch and one out.
Ball one.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through, and that's a one-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 down. Really aggressive at the plate in that at-bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all three of the pitches, Boog, and that's not an at-bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's the strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. One left for San Diego. They're still out. Bottom of the 6th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Thrust to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. That one hops against the fence. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. And at the plate for Miami, Owen Casey. On the ground at second, might be 2. On to Bogarts. To first, not in time. And a run scores. And fouled off. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that's just foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 down. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes out towards right center field. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the DH for the Padres, Will Wagner. And that one fouled off.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit.
Can't glove it cleanly. On the ground to short, and a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Ground ball left side, down the line, and it's foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground, 2 ball. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. Jackson Merrill steps to the plate in a clutch situation. That one in the dirt and gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1. Ground ball right side. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Around third. And they take the lead in the 7th. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. And that's fouled off. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Field 2. Got him swinging for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. And we are tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way.
To first,
He's out.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Grounds 1 to short. Bogaerts. Throw to first in time. Tied at 6. Kyle Stowers, the next to hit. Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone.
Performance nothing short of clutch. With that swing, he's given his team the lead and a huge psychological boost.
Handled by Machado. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. On a bounce right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So up next, Samad Taylor. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 0-1. Swings through that one.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. To second, and that's not it. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The Padres with the go-ahead run at the plate. We're in the top of the 8th. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. The 1-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Taylor stands at first with 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Swang and a miss. Missed that by a mile, and it's 0-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
That's the inning. 2 across on this San Diego homer. Back here in Miami, on to the bottom of the 8th, Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground, right side. On to France. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Nope.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Tatis tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now the third baseman, Javier Sanoja. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position. 0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
Base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Just a slow ground ball this time. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing at a ground ball and foul ball. Comes up empty. This to third, Sanoja. Slings it across, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Ripped to short. Fires in time. Here comes the skipper. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Another homer. His second home run of the game. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Bogart swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. Out number 3. Back here at Lone Depot Park. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, dude. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
And a good start to the inning. And next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for 1. They get the double play, And just one out to go now. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot. Line drive. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff, inning after inning, throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win.